increase production in the United States and force better deals. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says members are willing to negotiate or retaliate.
To protect our interests and our businesses if negotiations fail.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says that will lead to more tariffs.
My advice to every country right now is do not retaliate. Sit back. Take it in. Let's see how it goes.
News on Fox Business. There's tornado damage through Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky and Missouri. Bob Sansucci heard it coming in Potosi, Missouri.
I told my wife, get in the basement. and jumped over the house.
Several homes are destroyed. There are injuries reported, but no deaths. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
At Southern Heritage Bank,
there are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome you in. Local and state news on Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. It is Mix Mornings presented by Bradley Medical Center and local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Now coming up on 7:05, Cleveland Daily Banner reported yesterday that 2 Cleveland men were arrested after a Bradley County grand jury indicted them for child abuse, neglect, and endangerment. Investigators say an 8-year-old child tested positive for controlled substances, including methamphetamine and fentanyl. Austin Lynn Dixon, age 24, faces 2 charges, including intent to sell or deliver a controlled substance. Brandon Scott Hayes, age 40, indicted on 3 counts of endangering the child through exposure to drugs. Dixon released on a $25,000 bond. Hayes remains in custody on the same bond amount. We have an update to a story we brought you. A 17-year-old is facing charges after an 8-year-old child was involved in a hit-and-run incident last Sunday while playing in a yard. Police say the teen left the scene of the accident, charged with felony reckless endangerment, leaving the scene of an injury crash. It happened last Sunday evening on Berry Street Northeast. Witnesses say children were playing soccer when a vehicle struck the child and drove away. Cleveland police told us that the child suffered 2 broken legs along with scrapes and bruises. Because the teen is a juvenile, their identity has not been released. Also, we have another follow-up to a story we brought you yesterday. Our news partners at Local 3 confirm that the McMinn County Sheriff Joe Guy told Local 3 that the missing construction director for Habitat for Humanity of Cleveland has been found safe. David Cowan, age 45, last seen traveling toward Sweetwater before being reported missing. Habitat for Humanity had asked the public's help in locating him. No additional information has been released. State news this morning. WSMV reports Governor Bill Lee has signed a new law restricting cell phone use in Tennessee schools. The law requires school boards to create policies preventing students from using phones, tablets, smartwatches, and other devices during instructional time. There are exceptions, such as students with disabilities using devices for learning, or phones being used in classroom presentations. Schools can also decide whether to allow phones during passing periods or how to enforce discipline in their school district. And finally, this is a sports note, but definitely part of news. And as we reported yesterday afternoon, Cleveland High School has chosen not to renew the contract of head football coach Chandler Tygard. Tygard spent 2 years at Cleveland, led the team to a 13-9 record. It had been reported earlier in the week that Chandler Tygard is a finalist for the Niceville, Florida head coaching position. I spoke with Coach Tygard last night. He told me that he will interview today. He's one of 5 finalists. He'll interview. He also told me to pass along to the community that he and his family are thankful for their time in Cleveland, and they wish Cleveland High School and this community all the best in the future. Again, Cleveland High School made the announcement at around 3 o'clock yesterday that they have decided to not renew the contract of Chandler Tygard as head football coach at Cleveland. Cleveland High School says that the search for a new head coach begins immediately. At 7:08, local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Let's get a check of the streets here.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are working a couple of accidents downtown Chattanooga on the interstate. One is I-24 westbound right there at the Ridge Cut. Looks like this one just happened. It's blocking the left 2 lanes. Emergency crews just now getting on the scene as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras here. So that will affect you if you're headed toward downtown Chattanooga. So that's I-24 westbound right there at the Ridge Cut, and it's going to be blocking the 2 left lanes there. And the other one is I-24 eastbound. So that's if you're coming maybe from the Birmingham, Nashville area toward Chattanooga. That will affect you. I-24 eastbound right there at Rossville Boulevard. So downtown Chattanooga, pretty much a mess on the interstate at this point. So we'll keep you up to date on that. As always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, it's time for the Hardee's Wake Up this morning. And at Hardee's, they have 2 for $7 fish sandwiches are back for limited time, featuring Red Hook beer battered Alaskan pollock fish with shredded lettuce and Ken's tartar sauce served on a perfectly toasted bun. Visit Hardee's today before this offer swims away. There's a Hardee's near all of us here.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
At
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
It's Ram Truck Month at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 1.9% for up to 72 months. Buzzer beater savings on new Ram 1500 pickups. $11,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Get in free. We are at the C1W Arena, 130 McDonald School Road in McDonald, Tennessee. Every Saturday night where the action never stops. Be there.
At 7:14, this portion of Mixed Mornings brought to you by our friends at Green Acres.
At Green Acres, they are the place to be for breakfast and lunch. Their lunch special today is smoked barbecue chicken. So stop by, have a great lunch there today. They also have a great selection of ferns and other great plants for spring there. So that's at Green Acres, locally owned and operated on Georgetown Road here in Cleveland, across from Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary.
By the way, Green Acres, part of our Spring Home Refresh. They're giving away 2 ferns from Green Acres as part of the grand prize. So this is Prize Day. Every Thursday is going to be Prize Day for our Mix 1041 Spring Home Refresh presented by Cleveland Insurance. And this week, it's been Cleveland Plywood Company. They're our sponsor. They're giving away a 9-piece DeWalt tool set. Fruit Loops, what could you do with that?
Lots of projects around the house. I love it.
I do too, and of course that's all I do over the weekend.
You know, I've basically have bought every piece individually. It'd be nice just to buy it as a box set.
And they will sell it to you.
I'm sure they would.
Alan and Steve have that for you. All right, and they're listening up at Cleveland Plywood this morning, I understand. 9-piece DeWalt set is the prize. So, Bridget, if people want to win this, we're going to announce the winner of this tomorrow morning. What do they do?
Okay, all you have to do is call or text 423-614-6499.
You have an announcement to make?
Is
this your resignation?
Well, I need to. Yes, I need some airtime whenever you get a chance.
Okay, let me start the weather.
Okay,
and let me keep going here in the broadcast day, and then I tell you what, you just wait there. Okay, yes. we're going to be all right.
Tennessee Valley weather.
Do we need to send him to the green room?
Yeah. No.
I just busted in here. I mean,
I like to look at him because it makes me feel better about myself.
Well, I was trying to beat Lindsey Bell in here, so.
Lindsey will be here, and she's going to take a while. We know that. Looking forward to it. All right, we're going to talk about, I believe, the theater presentation coming up with Lindsey. All right, it is 16 after the hour, the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Whenever you see the big box chains that sell mattresses, you'll also find locally owned Mermaid Mattress, either across the street or around the corner, where more of your dollars will stay local.
For today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 86 and a low of 67 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy early in the day, partly cloudy later, near record high temperatures tomorrow, a high of 88 and a low of 65 tomorrow evening. And then on Saturday for the Hot Slaw Festival downtown Cleveland, partly cloudy skies with a high of 87. Your current Milligan Vein temperature is 67 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street, near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
What?
Okay, so I've noticed that there's a challenge this morning, and so I figured I would go on, take some airtime,
please,
and try to get some votes because my bracket, Fruit Loops for President was winning.
Okay,
until yesterday.
All right, here we go. All right, so this is the name, the vote for the best name in our Mix Madness. Is that correct?
Yes, most creative bracket name. Yeah, that's what we call it.
Anywhere?
Yeah, I'm sure you do somewhere.
I got it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But anyway, so we need people to go vote. Today is the last day. We'll be announcing the winner tomorrow.
Okay.
Go to mymix1041.com. Vote for your favorite bracket name. It's right there on the front page. Very easy. Currently, with 50% of the votes, is Away We Go is winning.
That's pretty good. Preston Bess.
Yes, and Fruit Loops for President was very high up there, but it is no longer.
Jeannie Burrell.
Bridget's #1 fan is actually in front of me, and then I'm third with Fruit Loops for President, which, I say me, it's just named after me, so. I had no part of the actual naming of it.
Jeannie Burrell, you're related to everybody, so probably one of your family members. Well, no, your family would never vote you president. So anyway, so you're telling me Away We Go, which is a very good name. Did we ever find out who he plays for?
I think it's Kentucky.
Yeah, I thought so too. Number 1. Number 2 is Bridget's #1 fan. So the Best family, 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. Then Jeannie Burrell, who sadly, apparently, I don't know if she's always sober. But anyway, Fruit Loops for President. Okay, thank you, Jeannie. That's nice. What's next? Let's do top 5.
Sitting in number 4 spot is Heartline's Hairline.
Matt Moore, FCA. I'll see him this morning. I'll remind him of that.
And then 5th spot is Hunka Hunka Burning Bracket.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, that's Dr. Jeff Salyer. We'll be with Salyer in the morning at Lee University.
Look, I still think that my favorite is a new tariff in town, but it's not getting very many votes.
Oh.
Adam Baggett getting no votes. Well, he's used to that.
That's too bad.
So that's my favorite. Because the names this year were just stupid. Sorry, boys and girls. I mean, are just ridiculously bad. So a new tariff in town. And by the way, there is a new tariff in town. Several of them, matter of fact. All right, so how do they vote once again, Fruit Loops?
Go to mymix1041.com, or if you've got the brand new Mix app, you can just click on it right there on video.
So what do people need to do about that? I'm getting questions about the new app. They say I've already got the app.
Look, we've had an app for years, but we have recently released a brand new app that works better with our TV products, with everything that we're doing, so we're excited. We released it back in the middle of last month, so if you haven't downloaded yet, open up your old app. There's a page right there. Click on it. They'll take you to the link. If not, go to mymix1041.com and download it. So,
all right, do that. It's 20 after 7. With the weekend, Mixed Mornings presented by Bradley Medical Center. Birthdays, anniversaries. Call or text us in Simmons Bank celebration list.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom.
Here at Champies, we are your March Madness headquarters. So come out, watch the games on our big screen. We have 22 TVs to watch it otherwise. Enjoy some fried chicken and drinks. We hope that your favorite team wins.
Spring has sprung, and that means the Mix 1041 Spring Home Refresh is back. Each week, we're cracking open the Mix 1041 prize vault, and we'll give away amazing prizes to help with your home refresh. We'll also be giving away a Spring Home Refresh grand prize pack worth thousands of dollars. The Spring Home Refresh is presented by Cleveland Insurance. ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Your time matters, and at Direct Primary Care Association.
Bradley Medical Center, 724. Let's get a news update right here. The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, we have a couple of updates to stories we brought you the past couple of days. Our news partners at Local 3 report that David Cowan, who had been reported missing, he's the director of construction for Habitat for Humanity of Cleveland, has been found safe. McMinn County Sheriff Joe Guy told our partners at Local 3 that they had located him. David Cowan, age 45, last seen, he was traveling towards Sweetwater. He was then reported missing. Habitat for Humanity had asked the public's help in locating him. And then another update, we told you about the child who had been hit by a car in a hit and run. The child survived with 2 broken legs, scrapes, and bruises. This 8-year-old child was playing soccer with friends at Berry Street Northeast this past Sunday night. Anyway, it was a 17-year-old now facing charges on a hit and run. The teen left the scene of the accident, has numerous charges, but because it's a juvenile, the identity has not been released. And, of course, major sports news locally. Cleveland High School has announced, they announced this about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, that they are not renewing the contract of head football coach Chandler Tygard after 2 seasons. I spoke with Coach Tygard last night. I'll tell you more about that coming up here during sports at the bottom of the hour. And, of course, Bridget, it's celebration time for the Bradley Central High School Bearettes. 3 championships in a row. We're going to celebrate later this morning.
That's right. We are looking forward to that. I know the community is invited out to the celebration later this morning at Bradley Central.
Yeah, I just confirmed that with Patrick. I said, is the public invited to attend? Patrick Spangler, the principal of Bradley, for now, of course. Anyway, I said, is the public invited to attend? He said, yes. I said, are you sure? Are you sure about this?
Yes, of course.
So what they're going to do, we're going to start at 10:45. I'm honored for the 3rd time and we just keep doing this. And every year I say, I'll see you back here next year. So anyway, I'm honored to be emceeing that at 10:45. I told Patrick I'll be there about 11:30, so he can.
He knows.
We'll have a Fruit Loops. We're going to carry that, aren't we, on TV? Hey, Fruit. What are you doing?
Yes. Yeah, we'll be carrying that on mixtv.tv and on our social media channels.
Oh, that's nice. Social media.
Yes.
Hey, we ever going to get TikTok since apparently they're going to hang around?
Look, I asked you if we could open a TikTok account, and you said, over my dead body.
Which the entire staff started celebrating. They said, TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. I don't know. Brian Beard's been trying to teach me about the dances they do over there. Said, Brian, you may want to do a little dentistry now and then. Is that right, Dr. Ken Beard? Hello, Dr. Ken Beard. I love you and Judy, and the rest of them I don't know about. All right,
Look, I'm sure people would pay to see you do the new pop music dance. It's going around on TikTok.
No.
Everybody's talking about it.
We don't want any of that.
Yeah, it's a little out of my purview. All right, 7:27. By the way, so is Indoor Plumbing, and I'm still on black and white television, and I still call Sarah and ask for Mount Pilot. So that's about where I am, ladies and gentlemen. At 7:27, okay, here we go. Clean Plywood Company. Let me tell you, they just brought you the news update. All right, Bridget, so, and folks, listen, this spring home refresh we're doing, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, presented by Uncle Fester, perhaps better known as Cleveland Insurance, Shelton. Listen, Thursdays are prize days every week. So today we got a great one. Thanks to Cleveland Plywood Company, 9-piece DeWalt tool set. That's a big deal, and they brought it in here the other day and sadly took it home with them. But, Bridget, people can get entered. They can register right now. We're going to announce the winner tomorrow morning.
That's right. You can call or text in 423-614-6499. Same number if you're calling or texting. If you're texting in, be sure to send us your name and tell us you want to win the tool set.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on Northley Highway and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are still working a couple of accidents downtown Chattanooga. One will affect you if you're headed from the Cleveland area toward downtown Chattanooga. I-24 westbound is going to be right there at the Ridge Cut. It's blocking the left 2 lanes there. Traffic at this point backed up all the way back to the I-24, I-75 split. So if you're headed downtown Chattanooga this morning, be aware of that. And then another one, I-24 eastbound right there at Rossville Boulevard. That one has now been moved over to the shoulder, so that not causing much of a delay anymore. But we'll keep you up to date on this I-24 westbound accident. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Exciting changes are happening at Southland Finance. They're still here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. Call or stop by their Cleveland office at the corner of 25th Street and Peerless Road. Find out how Southland Finance is growing to serve you. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
All right, time to check our Simmons Bank celebration list here at 7:30.
Happy birthday to my friend Denny Williams today. Hey. The birthday wish says to Uncle Coco. That is from his niece and nephew, Tiffany and Nolan. Happy birthday, Denny.
What about Judy?
Well, she'll text me here in just a little bit.
I saw Judy. She was, so I had a lunch at Aubrey's yesterday.
Yeah.
So I saw Judy with some of our friends, Kath Eaton, Ruthie Forgy, a bunch of your church people out there. And I was actually with your pastor, James, and the guy you kicked out, Gary Sears. And, well, he was impeached. So, James, I pointed out that they were all out, that the women were all out there on the patio at Aubrey.
Yeah.
We're sitting there in the corner. Well, he gets up and goes out. James did, and goes. Yeah. Gary couldn't get up. He was still, several cheese. I don't know what word. Chicken finger. I don't know what. Anyway. So he goes out there, and then the women came and told me, said, "Why did you tell him we were here?" I think they'd gone by the bar. And went, okay, back over to you, Bridget. What's happening?
Also, Mandy Beatty is celebrating a birthday today, teacher at Michigan Avenue.
Mandy wants me to sing Mandy by Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
He wrote that for her those years ago.
Whitney Thompson is 100 today.
That's a big day.
Yeah.
That's Andy Thompson's dad at Cleveland Tire. Andy told me about it. His dad, Whitney. Let me tell you about Whitney Thompson. Whitney Thompson is more spry than most people I know. He's an incredible man. And I was talking to Andy, but Andy's been talking about this for 6 months. So we've got a very big celebration later today. And everybody loves Whitney that meets him. He's a tremendous, he's a World War II veteran. Oh, my gosh, part of the greatest generation.
Wow.
And if you love Andy Thompson and loved Linda, God bless her soul, Whitney is the reason that Andy is who he is. And Andy will be glad to tell you all about him. He got a bunch of grandchildren, great-grandchildren listening this morning. And Whitney's an incredible guy.
Wow.
Happy 100th to Whitney Thompson.
That's awesome. Robin McChesney celebrated a birthday yesterday. That is from her family.
And her husband, Lee, is also 100. I didn't know if you'd heard. Yeah. Or excuse me, that's his arteries. Okay, never mind.
Oh, Phyllis Peterson also celebrated yesterday. That's from her friends at Westwood. And then Kara Milo is 33 today. Her mom sent that in to us. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Visit the new location of Simmons Bank in Cleveland at the corner of Keith Street and Stewart Road. Call Ken Dew, 423-381-3427.
All right, a bunch of sports to talk about. We'll do that next. Stand by.
You'll save that.
Your time matters, and at Direct Primary Care Associates, we know that. Listen to Shawn as she explains how we've helped her.
Being a working mom, owning my own business and having children, direct primary care is so much more convenient for me because I can just pick up my phone, shoot a message to my doctor, tell him what's going on, and he can give me an answer right then. If I need to go in, I know it's going to be a quick visit. I go in and then I'm out. I don't have time to drive to the doctor, sit for an hour in a waiting room, and then sit for even longer waiting on the doctor to come in while my child is destroying the office. So my time, I feel like, is worth as much as the doctor's time. And with direct primary care, I'm treated that way.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Why don't you butt out?
What's he up to this morning?
He's annoying. I mean, it sends me, I'm sure at Life Care he walks around making positive comments to people, and he forgot that when he texts me. I'm going to start reading your text here in a minute. Okay? All right, Bridget, let's go to let's go to Roger Pickett, our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
For today, partly cloudy skies. It's going to be hot, a high of 86 and a low of 67 tonight. For tomorrow, cloudy early in the day, partly cloudy later, near record high temperatures on Friday, a high of 88 and a low of 65. And then on Saturday, for the Hot Slaw Festival, partly cloudy skies and a high of 87. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 67 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
7:35, the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. Sports brought to you by the Town Squire. The Town Squire has shoes. Yes, shoes. Excellent selection. Florsham, Johnson & Murphy, Peter Millar, and Johnny O. The Town Squire Shoe Department. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street in Cleveland, the shop that appreciates the customer. All right, we're going to begin the sports report. We've been talking about this also in our news this morning. About 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, we received, along with the media, a press release from Cleveland City Schools saying that Cleveland High School has announced they will not renew the head football coach Chandler Tygard's contract, and will begin a search for a new head coach immediately at Cleveland. It was reported that Tygard is one of 5 finalists for the head coaching job in Niceville, Florida. And I spoke with Chandler last night, and he is interviewing today for the job in Niceville, Florida. He told me to tell the community that he is, first of all, proud of his time in Cleveland, that he and his family loved their time in Cleveland, and they wish Cleveland High School and Cleveland generally all the best. And he told me that they made some great relationships here. Tigard 13-9 in 2 seasons. But again, Cleveland City Schools with the announcement yesterday at about 3 o'clock that Coach Chandler Tigard will not return as the head football coach. He was also the head of football operations for Cleveland High School. And so Cleveland, I spoke with officials also last night at Cleveland, and they also told me that search began yesterday. So that's that. Let's move on here. How bad are the Braves? Hey, Fruit Loops, are you a Braves fan? Do you know they're 0 forever?
I'm a lifelong Braves fan. Yes.
Yeah, I know. We're proud of you, boy. Dodgers over the Braves. Well, it was perfect last night. Go ahead.
To be fair, they're playing the World Series champions.
They're 0-7. I don't care who you're playing. They're the only team in baseball that hasn't won a game.
Yeah, it's kind of rough right now.
Dodgers beat the Braves on a Shohei Ohtani. It was Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. Listen to this. You talk about a Hollywood ending here. Ohtani, who's probably the best player in the world, hits a walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth. Braves are up. Dodgers came back. Braves their worst start since 1990 when we had Charlie Kerfeld as one of our starters. Old Skip and Pete and everybody. Anyway, Braves are 0-7. Dodgers are 8-0. You think the Dodgers are going to lose this year?
No.
Okay. Let's see here. We have the listen to this. So the NIT championship games tonight. UTC is in the NIT championship. They'll play UC Irvine at 9 o'clock. They're going to play at Indianapolis, Indiana at Hinkle Fieldhouse. Now, you folks who love the movie Hoosiers with the late, great Gene Hackman, that's where the state championship game was played in Hoosiers. Is Hinkle? That's where it's filmed. Hinkle Fieldhouse. So they're going to play there tonight, 9 o'clock. We'll have it on our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Don't forget, tomorrow night is the NCAA Women's Final Four, Texas, South Carolina, 7 o'clock. UConn and UCLA at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. That'll be on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, presented by Papa John's. And Lake Forest Middle School defeated Hunter Middle in softball last night, 13-0. And we're going to have a big celebration later today. Matter of fact, the Bradley Central High School Barrett celebration will begin at 10:45. Different this year. This is their 3rd straight championship, as you know. They're going to do this in the Fine Arts Center at Bradley Central. So I am honored to be hosting this for the 3rd year, and we're going to be out there at 10:45. Hey, Fruit Loops, we will have coverage on TV. Is that right?
Yes, we will. We'll be carrying that at mixtv.tv.
All right, 10:45. The public is invited. There'll be a bit of a reception time around 10 o'clock, and then the celebration gets underway at 10:45. Again, Bradley Central, what a run. 3 in a row, state championships, 10:45. You can't make it in person. You can watch it live on mixtv.tv.
Feeling like your home needs a refresh?
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work, and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
Short term for long term gain, we'll see. So, this could end up well or not. Companies will adapt. This is why I like investing in companies, because they will adapt and adjust, and it's all about the earnings. And we'll see how this works itself out. But no, this is not time to have any knee-jerk reactions. If anything, perhaps it's a great buying opportunity. I wish I had an opportunity to buy again, like back in the day of the COVID. I remember the Dow down 2,000 points, and this is back when it was in the 20,000 range, down 2,000 points during COVID. And, an investment during that time would have been a tremendous opportunity. So, anyhow,
speaking of
along the way.
Speaking of opportunities, we had the idea about Cluck Norris picking the Final Four. I spoke with Dr. Paul Kahn. We're going to be at Lee University in the morning for our first ever morning remote at Lee University.
Oh, exciting.
Lee Day tomorrow, Lee Day tomorrow and Saturday. Danny Murray said Lee Day's so big this year that it's Lee Days, plural. So I talked to Dr. Kahn. Here's what we're going to do. So the Centenary Room is no more. My 30th birthday party was the Centenary Room. It's now the Welcome Center. But Dr. Kahn said in order to christen this new Welcome Center, he's welcoming Cluck Norris to come and do his business and to predict the Final Four right there in the middle of the floor. Yeah.
Are we going to spray paint it in the carpet?
You tell me.
A quadrant. We'll spray paint something, and then.
You and I are Lee alums. I mean, so come by tomorrow morning, bring Cluck. Dr. Kahn said it's fine. Just let him pick the Final Four in a natural way.
I think he actually said we do it in his office, right?
Well, no, he'd have you arrested. But besides that, it's fine. All right, Bobby, come on. We got to go here.
Hey, markets were up yesterday in anticipation of this tariff announcement. Now we know the Dow up 235 points to close at 42,225. The S&P up 37 to close at 5,670, and the NASDAQ up 151 points to close at 17,601. So markets were up yesterday. Of course, the futures are down this morning. We'll see how it ends. Back to you guys in the studio.
Bobby Ludwig is your Edward Jones financial advisor. Good time to talk to Bobby. He can take you through it. How do they get a hold of you?
That's right. This could be a great buying opportunity as well. 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station.
All right, Bobby, thank you so much. We'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, Mix 104.1 Mix Mornings is presented by Bradley Medical Center, and we'll come back in a moment.
Hey, guys, Joey Abdullah, used car manager.
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 104.1 app.
Okay, so that's how
Dad, I know how to do this. You taught me when I was 7.
Oh, what am I doing, matsplaining to you again?
Yes, but you're passionate about making mattresses. I can relate.
Aw, hashtag proud dad moment.
All our Mermaid brand mattresses are born local, made right here in beautiful East Tennessee.
And right now you can save an additional 10% off any premium Mermaid mattress. And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep locally, handmade, hand-delivered.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
My name is Mark Roatruck. My job has me on the road a lot. When I decided to get a new EV, it was a no-brainer that Don Ledford is where I was going to go. The selling experience was fantastic. When I made the decision to buy the EV, I had heard concerns of what's called range anxiety. You've got a certain range you can go, and you got to charge up. The Chevrolet app is fantastic, and it really put my range anxiety at ease. I recommend Don Ledford to everyone because they treat you like family.
Logan Thompson. Dude, does your ball talk?
Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
And you blew it.
I know.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson.
Call Logan Thompson. We get results.
Call Logan Thompson.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your heir?
With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Are you looking for a little life-sized adventure? Then come ride with us at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum and experience train travel straight from the golden age of railroading. Track us down at tvrail.com or call 423-894-8028.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
TV Mixed Mornings presented by Bradley Medical Center. All right, Bridget, let's get our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's up?
Happy birthday to our friend Denny Williams today. The birthday wish says, happy birthday, Uncle Coco. That is from his niece and nephew, Tiffany and Nolan. And we did hear from his wife, Judy, as well, just now.
Right. Judy just recovering from her time. She, matter of fact, just left Aubrey's, I understand. No. Very nice, Judy. Thank you.
Also, Mandy Beatty is having a birthday today, teacher at Michigan Avenue. Whitney Thompson is 100 today.
Lindsey Bell, Andy, you know the family so well. How about Whitney? 100 today.
That's incredible. And what a pillar of our community, and what an amazing man. What an amazing family. So
aren't they great?
Yeah, they're doing some good.
They are. You've got Courtney over there at Bradley, don't you?
Yes. Oh, it's just precious.
Courtney Thompson.
Love her.
Oh, my gosh. But Whitney is 100. And he's been talking to me about this for a year.
Oh.
We're going to celebrate tonight, as a matter of fact.
That's great. Robin McChesney celebrated yesterday. That's from her family. Phyllis Peterson celebrated yesterday as well from her friends at Westwood. And then Caramy Lowe is 33 today. Her mom sent that in to us. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they're with you every step of the way. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
And don't forget, program reminder, Bradley Central High School, the Barretts celebrate their 3rd consecutive state championship today at 10:45. Community's invited out, 10 o'clock. They'll have a reception, and they're going to be, Lindsey, in your world over in the Fine Arts Center this year.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor. Yeah.
And how does that work? You're getting ready for a production. We're going to be in there with you.
We'll let you know.
Oh well, let me know.
We're luckily we're at a good place. Knock on wood. We're okay. We can get out of the way for a minute, and you know it's a big collaboration over there. It's the best place in the world to work. I love it. I just love it. And
so it's 10:45. We'll have it on mixtv.tv. But the reason you're here is to talk about this production. Tell us what's happening.
Oh, I've thought about this the whole way here. I've never been nervous to come on before, but I wanted to make sure that I said I wanted to make sure that I said everything correctly and succinctly. And I'm not the most succinct person, so I'm going to try and get to it. This production is a dream come true. I think this is my 18th or 19th year at Bradley. And I mean, that's tough because I'm not even 19 years old. But,
I know, it's unbelievable. It's a miracle.
It really is. But so this has been a dream come true of mine. And last year we, as a fine arts team, sat down and had a meeting and decided that we were going to collaborate and we were going to throw everything we had at it. And so Mr. Dasher is here. He is the director of vocal motion, and we are working for the first time with a live pit orchestra.
Wow.
And so it's Bradley Band, vocal motion. The visual art department has done all of the set decorating. Of course, again, we're working with the amazing Paul Schul, who designs all of my sets, and then Drama Central. And I remember thinking, and I keep waiting for Mr. Dasher to hurl something in my general direction every time I say this, but I kept thinking, well, we'll do something nice and easy, like Footloose. So says the director, not the musician. The music is very, very challenging and very difficult. And they have handled it so adeptly, and I finally get to be a student again and learn from them. I have one funny story, and then I'm going to talk about these kids, but every time I've done this, it's all been on me. Sometimes the pressure was unbearable. I had to hire in outside help to come help me. It was just, from kids saying, "Where are my shoes?" to, an actor, not being able to do a show. Everything was on me. And the very first time we had a full run through, I went in the other room to grab something before we started, and I heard the music start. They had started without me. They had started without the director.
That's okay.
And I remember thinking of that scene in Almost Famous where, like, the lead singer's running down the road going, "I'm only the lead singer," following the bus that's leaving.
That's a great movie, by the way.
But it was such a wonderful moment to realize that, it's not all on me. And I have a team, and they don't even know that I'm not in the room.
Now,
that was fantastic.
Here, Bridget, you've started the show before without me. I've been out in the car
all the time,
and you know how great that goes.
But it was fantastic, but the stars of the show really are the kids, and we have an interesting situation and an interesting opportunity here. That I think in theater and in the arts and in really anything creative, if you do it long enough, you realize that the challenges end up being the things that push you the most and the things that cause you to grow, because necessity really does breed invention. 10 days ago, our Wren in Footloose broke his foot.
Oh, God.
And because I always have a backup plan from a backup plan from a backup plan, I had Aaron already kind of off book just in case, but the music is not in Aaron's vocal range. Aaron is a very adept singer, but this is not in his vocal range. So we started kind of brainstorming and coming up with, okay, what are we going to do? And we had tiers of, and I don't mean tears, we had those too, but tiers of, okay, if this happens and then this happens and then this happens. And for about 4 or 5 days, it was touch and go. We didn't know what we were going to do. But Aaron immediately stepped in. He knew every word of it already, which I think is absolutely incredible. He knew every word. He knew all the choreography. He knew all the blocking. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in my career. but Micah, then this is Micah Lee, and this is Erin Pinnock, and this is Callie Foley. She's one of our aerials. Another one is in the ACT. But what we decided to do, and I think that it's really incredible, and we watched it yesterday for the first time all the way through, start to finish, with an audience. Micah is there, and he sings the songs, and we're not trying to fool anybody. I go out and do a curtain speech at the beginning and say, this is what happened. Here's Micah, and Micah's sitting over at the side with his setup, and he waves, and I say, this is Aaron, and he will be doing the acting, and the show starts. And unless you look over and remember that it's Micah singing, you won't be able to tell.
Is it lip syncing? Is that what's happening?
I hate that term because you think of Milli Vanilli. Yeah, you think of Milli Vanilli. We're not
on the rain.
Right. We're not trying to fool anybody.
Oh, okay. You're not going to lose your Grammy.
Exactly.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, they're not going to take it back.
Okay, good.
We're not trying to fool anybody. What we wanted to do was honor the commitment and the work that Micah had put in, and also Aaron's ability to step in and actually perform the part. And of course, not to downplay Callie and Addison, who's not here, but they immediately just rolled right with it. They were like, whatever, whoever Ren is, here I am. I'm Ariel. But I want to give them a chance to talk. I talk too much. So much for brevity.
You're all right.
As a side note, I'm still tied with your dad in second place in the ESPN challenge.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Who's your dad?
My dad is Brian Lee.
Brian Lee is your dad?
Yes.
And he's second.
He's second.
So am I.
And you're tied for
they're
second?
Tied.
We are.
Tied.
Who did you pick?
Florida.
Oh, you go.
He picked Auburn, so.
Well, heck, I mean, we're all chalk this year.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't pick any. I picked.
So, whoever wins, I want free Papa John's.
You got it for a year.
I think you've earned it, sweetheart. I think you've earned it.
All right. Well, let's meet. First, I want to bring in Mr. Dasher, Joshua Dasher. What's it been like combining? Come on over here. What's it been like combining all of this together?
Well, this is my 7th year, and the schedules have just not worked out. We do full competition in the spring, which was very challenging this year because our last competition was March 1st, and then we're straight into theater as well. We're doing both of those things at the same time. But it's been great. Like she said, we have 5 directors that are doing it right now because of our student teacher, and it's been a good process. We've learned each other a little bit more. The kids, like she said, have been amazing, and we're just looking forward for many more years to be able to do this kind of stuff together.
And it really showcases the talent at Bradley Central, obviously. If you're watching us on mixtv.tv, Lindsey, what are we seeing here? We're seeing Fruit Loops.
These are some pictures that I sent Austin before we came in. I have this amazing photographer. Her name is Melissa Inarson, and she comes in and she refuses payment, so I have to sneak it to her in sneaky ways. But she comes in and shoots. It's like I figure out a new app every time, or have things delivered to her house. But she comes in and she shoots, and this was one of our final dress rehearsals, and she came in and shot this, and
that's great.
I just think she captures the energy and the commitment and the artistry that the kids have, and so she just makes it look so beautiful.
So Micah, buddy, how did you break your foot?
Okay, so I was learning a backflip for the musical.
Oh, okay.
And I told him I could learn it, and I did. But I need to work on the landing a little bit. I kind of messed that up a little bit and broke my foot. But I just had surgery about 2 days ago. And we did our first show yesterday. And I was committed to it, so I was there. I was there and still sung.
I've never seen a work ethic and the whole family is ridiculously talented. Don't even get me started. They're all his cousin is playing guitar. Yeah. Cousin is playing guitar. The Lee family is known for this, but the work ethic. I mean, here comes this kid. He just had surgery the day before. Most of us would be like, I'm passing on this mug, but. Here he comes in, and the whole cast gathers around him, and he sits up, and he's got this big foam thing that his legs sit in, and he's got his stand, and he's working. He's ready to work. I mean, the kid's going places.
So what year are you?
Junior.
You're a junior at Bright. So talk about this idea, the brainstorm they came up with to make this happen.
It's really cool. I've never seen anything like it. It's really cool, and it's. I didn't know if it was going to work out, but it really has. Watching it yesterday, it was like, man, this looks really good. And I was missing a couple practices, obviously.
Good excuse.
Yeah, but it really worked out. I mean, Aaron, he's doing amazing. They're all doing so good, and I'm so proud of them. But I could never do it without them. So,
Aaron, talk about stepping in as you have.
Well, it was definitely a challenge at first, but I knew that Micah's work couldn't go unseen because he put in all the work and effort, and if I wouldn't have done it, nobody else would have, and I couldn't do that to Micah. Nobody could. He deserves it just as much as anybody else does. So.
What year are you?
I'm also a junior.
You're a junior. So, Lindsey, I mean, they obviously take care of each other, it sounds like.
They do. It's just wonderful to see the culture that Mr. Dasher has built in his program, the culture that Drama Central has. Aaron's one of mine, Micah's one of his. And so now they're ours,
Yeah, now they're everybody together.
And so, but, going back to Bradley Central, to me, it's the best place to work in the entire world.
Callie, tell me about your role in Footloose.
I'm playing Ariel in Footloose, and I'm splitting it with an amazing actor, Addison. And I think it's just a lot of fun just to kind of share it with her because we get to do it in different ways. We get to explore Ariel in a different viewpoint. Like, we are completely different characters, but we're the same character. And it's a lot of fun to do. And we got to do this fun thing the other day where we walked through it both as Ariel. And so, we sang a song holding hands, and it's just...
That's cool.
It's a really cool experience to... Also, just to learn how to share and expand, and I think
and
it's
not
really
compete, but collaborate.
Exactly. Yes.
I've never seen. I've not once through the process have I seen the two of them compete.
Sure.
They've pushed each other forward. They've encouraged each other, and Callie's absolutely right. They have two completely different interpretations, equally meritable, if that's a word.
So you need to come see the show twice.
Well, you really do.
Yeah, that's where I was going. All right, Lindsey Bell here, Bradley Central, and Footloose is a production. When can they? Well, give me the showtime.
We open tonight at 7:00, and we have a show tomorrow at 7:00. Doors open at 6:15 for those 7 shows. We have 2 shows on Saturday. We have a show at 2 and then a show at 7, and then we close on Sunday at 7. And the QR code that's up there, all you got to do is take your phone out, you click that, and we're high tech now. Look at that. Mama got a team. Wow. But you just click it, and then it takes you right there. You can buy tickets there.
It is a few dollars cheaper if you do it online, too.
Yes.
At the door. So.
And people have asked if they can purchase them at the door, and in years past, yes. I don't know about this one, though, because we have 55 kids. There's going to be a lot of people there, so I would buy them online, and especially for some of the bigger shows, I would buy them online.
How can they get them online? But is there another way besides a QR code?
If you go to Bradley, I think it's bradleyfinearts.org.
Okay.
I can send that one to Austin as well.
Send that to him, too. Guys, congratulations for working this out, and you just do a spectacular job, Lindsey. It's going to be It's going to be unbelievable.
But this one is not. In years past, I've come in and taken all the credit, and thanks so much. Yes, I do. I really do. But no, this one you come and you're going to see 6 people's directing capabilities.
6 people.
It's amazing.
How'd that happen?
We don't know still. Luck, and God's good grace. So.
Does it seems as if the school is very supportive of your efforts in fine arts?
Very, very supportive, and that's one of the reasons why they came to our meetings and sat us down and said, "What do you need to make this, a reality?" And I have to mention Nolan Pallas and Ashley Garner. I don't know that I've said their names. And Christina Reagan and Matt Mosier and of course Paul Schull. Who am I forgetting? Miss Peace, the amazing student teacher, and Josh and myself. So.
And Mr. Paulus, his technical aspect
has
been stretched. And so he has done an amazing job on the back end as far as all of the technical stuff.
He's incredible. He's incredible.
There we go.
So.
A little bit of the title song.
Yeah, thank you.
Who cares about the news? We'll put that off.
Everybody
Go
cut.
Sing us out, guys.
Go sing.
Take it away, Aaron. Take it away.
Here we go. Take it away. Take it away.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Bender Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Bender Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Bender Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, bender-realty.com.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
It's Ram Truck Month at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 1.9% for up to 72 months. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Here at Champies, we are your March Madness headquarters. So come out, watch the games on our big screen. We have 22 TVs to watch it otherwise. Enjoy some fried chicken and drinks. We hope that your favorite team wins.
Spring has sprung, and that means the Mix 1041 Spring Home Refresh is back. Each week, we're cracking open the Mix 1041 prize vault, and we'll give away amazing prizes to help with your home refresh. We'll also be giving away a Spring Home Refresh grand prize pack worth thousands of dollars. The Spring Home Refresh is presented by Cleveland Insurance.
MyMix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster.
This will be indeed the golden age of America.
President Trump's tariffs on imports from around the world meant to boost America's economy are condemned by leaders around the world.
The European Union's Ursula von der Leyen's warning of immense consequences.
Millions of citizens will face higher grocery bills.
She says the taxes will be a major blow to the world economy. China also unimpressed. Unilateral bullying, according to Beijing's foreign ministry.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. What the National Weather Service calls generational flooding could hit Tennessee and Arkansas.
We have a weather emergency underway with the potential for life-threatening, catastrophic flash flooding for cities across the central U.S. through the Ohio Valley and Mid-South. Over a foot of rain will fall through Sunday, filling up rivers and streams and bringing torrential downpours.
Fox senior meteorologist Janice Dean. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, local and state news, the Logan Thompson Law News Desk on Mix 1041. We're on mixtv.tv. Mix Mornings presented by Bradley Medical Center. Cleveland Daily Banner reports that 2 Cleveland men were arrested after a Bradley County grand jury indicted them for child neglect, abuse, and endangerment. Investigators say an 8-year-old child tested positive for controlled substances, including methamphetamine and fentanyl. Austin Lynn Dixon, age 24, faces 2 charges, including intent to sell or deliver a controlled substance. Brandon Scott Hayes, age 40, indicted on 3 counts of endangering the child through exposure to drugs. Dixon released on a $25,000 bond. Hayes remains in custody on the same bond amount. And a couple of follow-ups to stories we brought you the past couple of days. A 17-year-old is facing charges after an 8-year-old child was involved in a hit-and-run incident last Sunday while playing in a yard. Happened on Berry Street Northeast Sunday night. The teenager, police say, left the scene of the accident after hitting the child with their vehicle and is now charged with felony reckless endangerment and leaving the scene of an injury crash. As Cleveland police confirmed, the child suffered 2 broken legs along with scrapes and bruises, but the child, thankfully, will survive. The teen is a juvenile, and their identity has not been released. Another follow-up, this from our news partners at Local 3. McMinn County Sheriff Joe Guy says the missing construction director for Habitat for Humanity of Cleveland has now been found safe. We reported David Cowan, age 45, was last seen traveling towards Sweetwater before being reported missing. Habitat for Humanity has asked for the public's help help in locating him, and no additional information released. WSMV Television in Nashville reports that Governor Bill Lee signed a new law restricting cell phone use in Tennessee schools. The law requires school boards to create policies preventing students from using phones, tablets, smartwatches, and other devices during instructional time. There are exceptions. The law also requires schools have emergency communication plans for parents. That law will take effect at the beginning of the next school year. And a local sports news on our general news this morning. Cleveland City Schools announced yesterday afternoon that the contract of Cleveland High School football coach Chandler Tygard will not be renewed. Coach Tygard spent 2 seasons as the head football coach at Cleveland High School, led the team to a 13-9 record, and Coach Tygard will not return as the head coach. I spoke with Coach Tygard last night. He is interviewing for the head coaching position in Niceville, Florida, as was reported by a Florida newspaper earlier this week. He is one of 5 finalists. And I also want me to let everybody know he wishes Cleveland and Bradley County nothing but the best. His family, he said, had a wonderful time in Cleveland. It is 8:15. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras. Crews are still working that accident on the interstate downtown Chattanooga. It's I-24 westbound right there at the Ridge Cut. Still blocking the left 2 lanes there. Traffic backed up at this point to Highway 153. So major delays if you're headed toward downtown Chattanooga this morning via I-24 westbound. Also another accident. This one looks like just a fender bender. I-24 westbound near Moore Road. So we'll keep you up to date on both of those. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. Their annual Safety Around Water Week will be the week of April 26th, and it will include free swim lessons. Find out more at clevelandtnymca.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
It's our Jeep celebration event at Crown City JR Cleveland.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
You know, some say that you should change your mattress every 8 years.
However, from experience, we know that not everybody follows this advice.
So we're looking for the oldest Mermaid mattress in the Chattanooga area.
Just go to mermaid.com and tell us how old your mattress is and why you haven't replaced it yet.
The winner of the oldest Chattanooga mattress will win a free new Mermaid mattress.
Everyone who enters will automatically qualify for a huge discount on a new mattress and a free pillow, because let's face it, it's time.
And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep locally handmade, hand delivered.
Date button, lots of new features there with the new app. If you don't have the app, go to our website, mymix1041.com. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Thank you to all the families that have and continue to purchase all your mattress needs from locally owned Mermaid Mattress. Keeping your dollars local is important, and so is buying from a family, not a firm.
For today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 86 and a low of 66 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy, near record high temperatures tomorrow, a high of 88 and a low of 65. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 87. Your current Milligan Vein temperature is 67 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Car troubles bringing you down? Drive safe, drive smart. Call Two Brothers Tire and Auto, 423-790-7447.
Mix 1041.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. One of the most intimidating things in the truck buying process is you just don't want to talk to people sometimes. Don Ledford Chevrolet just isn't that place. And that's my favorite thing about this property is you just feel like a friend. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships in Cleveland and the Chattanooga area. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Welcome back. 5:14 is your time. Hopefully you're coasting right through the week. Yesterday we had just a few spotty showers, but all the active weather stayed just to our north and west. Now today it's going to feel more like summer, especially stepping out the door. A very mild, humid morning. 72 in Cleveland, 68 in Altamont, 62 in Lafayette, and then later today we're going to get up into the mid to upper 80s. So it's going to be a very warm to almost hot day. I wouldn't be surprised if someone hit 90 if we can get some breaks in the clouds. Again, the clouds cloud cover going to be pretty thick, but if we can get some sunshine to peak up, it's going to be even warmer, approaching 90 degrees, which would technically be a record here in Chattanooga, our daily record 89. So we'll watch that closely, but it has just been an active 24-hour period here across the Mid-South and the Ohio Valley. Look at that. You got tornado warnings extending all the way to southern Pennsylvania down into Middle Tennessee. And as we look at our friends into Middle Tennessee, still have several tornado warnings in and around the Nashville metro area, down 840 into the southern part of Middle Tennessee. So we're kind of watching these storms one after another. They all have this supercellular structure, and that's when you can get those tornadoes to touch the ground. In fact, we had a confirmed tornado near Selmer, Tennessee. So we'll get an idea of how strong that was as the sun comes up and we start to do some of those damage assessments. So this line's going to continue to drop to the east and then bump back to the north before it gets to our neck of the woods, which is good news for us. But we're certainly thinking about our friends up into Middle Tennessee. We've had a lot of local storm reports, including wind, hail, and tornadoes across parts of Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri, and down into West Tennessee and Arkansas over the last, again, 24 hours. So it's been very busy for meteorologists across parts of the Mid-South into the Ohio Valley. Going to be another busy day because we're looking at a severe risk from Washington, D.C. all the way to Dallas. And look at that orange, that's a Hants area. So yeah, Memphis, unfortunately, going to have to deal with another round of severe weather. But for us, I know typically our systems move in from west to south or west to east for the most part. But for today, this front's going to get hung up and then lift back to the north. So we got very strong high pressure that's kind of controlling our pattern just off the Atlantic coast. Now, if that wasn't there,
this is presented by Bradley Medical Center. All right, Bridget, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Happy birthday to our friend Denny Williams today. The birthday wish says, happy birthday, Uncle Coco. That is from his niece and nephew, Tiffany and Nolan, and also his wife, Judy. Mandy Beatty is celebrating a birthday today, a teacher at Michigan Avenue. Whitney Thompson celebrating his 100th birthday today. He is the father of Andy Thompson, owner at Cleveland Tire Center. Happy birthday, Whitney. Robin McChesney celebrated a birthday yesterday. That is from her family. Phyllis Peterson celebrated yesterday from her friends at Westwood. And then Caramy Lowe is 33 today. Her mom sent that in to us. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Visit the new location of Simmons Bank in Cleveland at the corner of Keith Street and Stewart Road. Call Ken Dew, 423-381-3427.
And we have full news on our website at mymix1041.com.
This news update is brought to you by Ocoee Pediatrics. At Ocoee Pediatrics, they are committed to seeing sick children within 24 hours of onset in most cases. Located at 55 25th Street in Cleveland. Call 423-614-3733 or visit ocoeepeds.com.
So glad to have our friends from the Dark Horse Rescue Ranch joining us. We have Jamie and Jason Bennett, Joni Creasman. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning.
Great to see all of you. And I guess just the first thing, tell us about the Dark Horse Rescue Ranch.
Yeah, so we started about 2 years ago. We started in 23, and what we do is we mentorship. We have a mentorship program for the juvenile kids that have been through the court system. And we partnered with the court system last year, and so they send out their kids to do the community service hours. But what we've done is we've just been pouring into these kids that come out. And what happens is these kids come and they get their hours finished, and then they just want to stay. They want to stay with us. So that's one thing that we do at Dark Horse Rescue Ranch. Another thing that we do is we have a lesson program, and that kind of helps fund our program.
Yeah.
So we give lessons. We do about 20 plus lessons, riding lessons a week. We have 3 riding lesson instructors, including myself. I've kind of stepped away from the riding lessons and went more towards the mentorship program with the kids. And what we've done is we're just trying to give back to the community. When I was growing up, I needed somebody to kind of lock arms with me. Got myself into some trouble myself, so I just want to be that person for these kids that are coming through our program as well.
Jason, tell me some more about it, buddy.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a handful. You know, we've got a lot going on out there. Jamie takes the brunt of it. I actually work for the city of Cleveland during the day, so then when I get off there, I go home and try to make repairs and, things that the horses they're rough animals. So, I handle a lot of the maintenance work and keeping the ground soft and everything in the arena. So, it's
Joni Creasman. How are you involved in this?
So I help them with fundraising and just behind the scenes stuff and anything else they need. Whatever Jamie needs, I assist her and just trying to keep stuff going and funds coming in and doing fundraisers and all the good stuff.
Absolutely. It's the Dark Horse Rescue Ranch. So let's talk about the mentorship programs and how does that work and who can participate?
Yeah, so right now it's just mostly with the court system kids. We have some outside kids that come in as well. This summer it's going to look a little different, I think, this going forward. We're going to try to start some more programs, maybe even in the fall some after-school programs. What's happening with these kids is they need something to do. They don't have any hobbies. I'm noticing they come in, we're like, hey, what do you do outside of school? Nothing. They're sitting around, their parents are working, usually it's single parents, and when they come in, they're bored, honestly, is what's happening. And so when they're bored, they get themselves into trouble. So what that's going to look like, I think, is maybe some after school programs going forward. And what they do when they come out, we're just having them work. They clean stalls, and they love it. They just, they want to work. They want to have something to do. And they're getting to ride the horses. So, I don't know completely. We're still kind of in the works of what this is going to look like going forward. But right now, we're just, putting them to work. We're letting them ride. We're teaching them. We're a Christian-based program as well. So we're teaching them about Jesus, about who he is, and how they can accept him in their lives. And that's honestly, that's what changes everything is Jesus and them accepting him into their life. And not just a religious thing, it's about a relationship with him. And that's when you see the change happening. After they kind of bond a relationship with us and they start to trust us, that's when you can see. And that's what we are. We're just trying to be the hands and feet of Jesus and to just show them the love of Jesus. So
Jamie and Jason Bennett join us. Joni Creasman. It's Dark Horse Rescue Ranch. And how do the horses play a role in all this? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so the horses are the biggest part. These kids come in, and some of them have never seen a horse, never even smelled a horse. They pull up, and they're like, what is this, But when they pull up, they feel the sense of peace the instant they pull in. And we have parents tell us this it's almost every parent that pulls in, and even the kids that pull in. It's just, there's peace there. They see it when they pull in. They just feel it. So the horses, there's something, God made horses to be healing animals. That's what he did. And it's the same way with dogs. Dogs are the same way. And it's scientifically proven that they are healing animals. So, even just brushing a horse, giving a horse a bath, there's so much that they can just do. Smelling the horses, even, they come in and they smell. There's just something to it. And you can't explain it until you're there and you actually get to experience yourself. It's really hard to explain it. But there's just something that God does, and he just works through the horses, and the healing, it just starts to happen the instant that they pull in the driveway. It's amazing.
I want to talk, Joni, about how the community can get involved and talk to the community this morning.
Okay, so we have some activities coming up. April 26th, we're doing a barbecue down at the farm. And then May the 1st, we're doing a spirit night at McAllister's. So anybody wants to come out to either one, that'd be great.
All right, and how can people get more information about Dark Horse Rescue Ranch?
Yeah, so you can go to our website. It's dhrr.org. We have a lot of information on there. We're still trying to get. Joni's been revamping that and doing a lot more with that. But you can make donations through there. You can find out. You can email us on there. And then we also have a Facebook page that you can go to. It's Dark Horse Rescue Ranch, obviously in Cleveland. You can go to that, and we post quite a bit on there. We've been trying to keep that up. We had something go viral a couple months ago. It was just a silly thing, but it went viral, and our Facebook page really took off. So we're trying to keep that up to date and trying to post on there at least 3 times a day and just really keep the algorithm going, however that works. Yeah. And but yeah, we post quite a bit of pictures and and progress and show what the kids are doing and everything on our Facebook page too.
Well, I'm sure you've created some more interest this morning. It's the Dark Horse Rescue Ranch. And hey, thank you so much for coming in. You guys have got a great ministry out there. Give me the website one more time, would you?
It's dhrr.org.
All right. Thank you all very much. Got a check of traffic right here, Bridget. Over to you.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. Looks like crews have cleared up that accident we've been telling you about this morning right there at the Ridgecut I-24 westbound. So traffic is moving a lot better in that area than earlier. So that is good news. As we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, we have no other traffic problems to tell you about this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Are you noticing cracks in your foundation walls? Moisture in your crawl space or
Logan Thompson. Dude, does your ball talk?
Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson. Call Logan Thompson.
Are you looking for a little life-sized adventure? Then come ride with us at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum and experience train travel straight from the golden age of railroading. Create family memories by crossing over bridges and traveling through a pre-Civil War tunnel. Enjoy a guided tour of the restoration shop and witness a historic turntable demonstration. Book your rail experience today. Track us down at tvrail.com or call 423-894-8028.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Friendly and always more than your money's worth. Call them at 423-479-6363. Online at springdaleair.com.
Today's best mix and best variety. We are Mix 1041 and streaming worldwide on the all-new Mix 1041 app. If you've got the app, hit the update. Go to the app, hit the update on the Mix app. Brand new update, a lot of new features there, especially for weather and also Mix TV. Plus, if you don't have the app, go to our website and download it for free at you get what you pay for, at mymix1041.com.
Whenever you see the big box chains that sell mattresses, you'll also find locally owned Mermaid Mattress, either across the street or around the corner, where more of your dollars will stay local.
For today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 86 and a low of 66 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy again and near record high temperatures, a high of 88 and a low of 65. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 87. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 68 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk, CHI Memorial, Hello Human Kindness. And we began the sports report, story we've been mentioning in our news coverage this morning, and that is that about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, Cleveland City Schools, Cleveland High School, announced that head football coach Chandler Tygard's contract will not be renewed, and he is no longer the head football coach at Cleveland High School. The announcement came, as I said, yesterday. The search for a new head football coach at Cleveland will begin immediately. It was reported, and I confirmed with Coach Tygard last night. He's one of the 5 finalists for the Niceville High School head football coaching job in Niceville, Florida. That was reported earlier in the week, and he has actually told me last night he'll be interviewing for that position today. He said to pass along to this community that he and his family enjoyed their time here. They are grateful for all the friends and friendships they made and wishes Cleveland all the best in the future. Tygard was 13-9 in 2 seasons at Cleveland High School. And Cleveland High School announced in their press release yesterday that the search for a new head coach for football coach at Cleveland will begin immediately. Dodgers beat the Braves last night in Los Angeles. It was a Hollywood ending. It was bobblehead Shohei Ohtani, probably the best player in the world, bobblehead night last night. And guess what, Bridget? He hit a walk-off home run, bottom of the 9th. And the Braves go to 0-7, their worst start since 1990. No team who started 0-7 has ever made the playoffs. Oh. Dodgers are 8-0. Braves are the only team that's not won a game in the league.
They're going to be at home this weekend, so they need to come back home and win a few.
They sure do. They've got the Marlins, who they usually play well against. Braves off tonight. NIT championship is tonight. We normally wouldn't even talk about this, but UTC is in the NIT championship at 9 o'clock tonight. I heard Jim Gum and Andy talking about it. Andy Morris on The Drive, presented by Hardee's over on our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. And everybody's excited about it, all the UTC fans. So they're going to be, we're going to have that tonight at 9 on our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Last night, Lake Forest Middle over Hunter in softball, 13-0. Don't forget, tomorrow night is the NCAA Women's Final Four. It'll be in Tampa, Texas, and South Carolina, an SEC matchup at 7 o'clock. UConn and UCLA at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll have the coverage on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 with some pregame. That's presented by Papa John's and also, of course, on ESPN Television. And then we're getting ready. Later this morning, we are going to celebrate the third straight state championship for the Bradley Central High School Bearettes. I'm honored again to be emceeing the event. We're going to have it live. Hey, Fruit Loops, we got that. We've got live coverage on TV. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, we'll be carrying it at mixtv.tv and on our socials.
And that, so that's going to be it's a different scenario. If you've been to the past 2 championship rallies, we had it at the Smitty Arena. It's a different feel this year. They're going to have it in the Fine Arts Center. So if you're public is invited. I confirmed that with Patrick Spangler, the principal, earlier this morning. Public is invited to come to this. And Bridget, I said, are you sure?
Yes,
I said, have you met this public? He said, yes. So anyway, they're going to have a reception time there about 10 o'clock, and then at 10:45 we'll go with the ceremony. If you can't make it out, we understand that. Most people can't at that time of the morning, but you can watch it live on mixtv.tv. Coming up, we're going to be joined by Hollie Davis with Notion's Family Hair Salon. She'll join us in just a moment. This has been the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness, folks. Don't forget Memorial Convenient Care. They're listening over there right now in the Public Shopping Center on Paula Parkway in Cleveland. I'm trying to get them to let me come and give people a shot, but they said no. Anyway, they're open 7 days a week. Very convenient at Memorial Convenient Care. Sports sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Ricky Hentz playing in the Masters. Don't know if you heard.
Oh, how about that?
Yep, got an exemption. He's playing. So, Ricky, Solutions Finance of Tennessee in the Elders Ace Hardware Plaza. Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your hometown lender. Locally owned and operated. Loans for used cars, motorcycles, ATVs, home improvement, furniture and appliance purchases, and other worthwhile purpose. Solutions Finance. Keith Street, phone 339-6772.
Listen up, Cleveland, the wait.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
It's Ram Truck Month at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 200 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $11,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 1.9% for up to 72 months. Buzzer beater savings on new Ram 1500 pickups. $11,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR. The better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer free meal prep, including over 30 different marinades and seasonings to help you craft the perfect dinner. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at cleaning.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Here at Champies, we are your March Madness headquarters. So come out, watch the games on our big screen. We have 22 TVs to watch it otherwise. Enjoy some fried chicken and drinks. We hope that your favorite team wins.
Spring has sprung, and that means the Mix 1041 Spring Home Refresh is back. Each week, we're cracking open the Mix 1041 prize vault, and we'll give away amazing prizes to help with your home refresh. We'll also be giving away a Spring Home Refresh grand prize pack worth thousands of dollars. The Spring Home Refresh is presented by Cleveland Insurance. ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. March is National Kidney Month. Did you know that chronic kidney disease, also known as CKD, can significantly impact your vascular health? At the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, they are here to help. Chronic kidney disease patients often visit VIC for dialysis access creation, a safer method to treat kidney failure. At VIC, they provide comprehensive vascular care, including creating and managing dialysis access, treating arterial blockages caused by CKD, and offering minimally invasive procedures to restore healthy blood flow. Call the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga today at 423-602-2750 or visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com to schedule your consultation. Trust your care with. This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular will come Institute. With 4-piece nuggets, junior fry, and a small drink, all for only $5. That's at Wendy's.
All right, it's 13 before 9. Also, our Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv Spring Home Refresh is back, presented by Cleveland Insurance. And Bridget, today is Prize Day. So once a week, we do a great prize from one of our sponsors. This week, it's Cleveland Plywood Company. They're giving away a very popular prize here, a 9-piece DeWalt tool set. And, Bridget, so we got a bunch of entries this morning. How do people get involved? By the way, we're announcing the winner of this prize tomorrow morning.
That's right. You can call or text, same number, 423-614-6499. If you're texting in, be sure to include your name with that and tell us you want to win the toolkit.
All right, it's Hollie Davis is here with Notions Family Hair Salon. Hollie, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, tell us a little about yourself.
My name is Hollie, and I'm a cosmetologist. For 18 years, I've had my license.
Wow,
Yes.
wow. So talk about Notions Hair Salon.
At Notions, we do all types of haircuts, perms, colors, extensions, and facial waxing. So it's a range of services, all clientele, range of ages.
Yeah, I see you could take men, women, children, doesn't matter?
Yes, as a matter of fact, on our business card at the bottom, it says men, women, and children.
Imagine that.
Yes.
So it's Notions Hair Salon. Where are you guys located?
We're located at 9018 Ottawa Georgetown Road in Suite 144. That's in Ottawa, Tennessee, 37363.
Very, very good. So talk about your hours when people come see you.
We're open from Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 to 4. And actually, starting this April, we are doing from 10 to 2 senior haircuts for $13. So if you are 65 and older, you can come on in from 10 to 2 and get a haircut for $13.
Wow, that's very good. How do people make their appointment? What should they do?
Well, you can for the haircuts for $13, just come and walk in. And for all other appointments, go ahead and give us a call and leave a message or check us out on Facebook and we'll get back to you.
So Hollie Davis joining us with Notions Family Hair Salon. What sets Notions apart and why should people come check you out?
Well, we're a local small family-owned business, and we love to help clients of all ages feel their best. So also, if you're needing a later appointment because of work, I'll be more than happy to accommodate. And I just wanted to say that Tracy, the owner, has been amazing to work for. She has over 25 years of experience in the hair industry, and I'm just so excited to be out here working for her. We also offer a military discount if you bring your military ID. And we look forward to serving you. And I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. Thank you so much, Mix 104.1, for having me today.
Well, we're so glad to have you. Hollie Davis, Notions Family Hair Salon. All right, so one more time, how do they get in touch with you and get more information?
Well, we are located at 9018 Ottawa Georgetown Road.
All right, very good. Right there in Ottawa.
Yes.
And they can go to your Facebook page. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
All right, very good. Hollie, anything else you want to add here before we go?
Not that I could think of. I'm trying to find the number right now, and
hey, Google it.
Yes, that's right. Google is amazing,
Just
and you'll see
Google it.
all of the referrals on there.
Nobody knows phone
and-
numbers anymore.
Yes, right.
I understand.
Google us. We're there. I look forward to meeting everybody who comes on in.
So one more time, those senior discounts.
Yes, Wednesdays 10 to 2.
Wednesdays 10 to 2, and what's the age group?
65 and older.
60. I've got a friend of mine, Whitney Thompson, turning 100 today. Can you take care of him?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I would love to.
Hey, did you hear that, Andy? Andy, we got a free haircut. Now,
Come
Andy,
on in. Oh, for him, for sure.
Yeah, Andy owns Cleveland Tire Center, so at any rate. All right, and that's his dad. His dad's 100 today. Andy acts like he's 100, but it's fine. Anyway, let's see here. And then so that's Wednesday, and then you're down in Ooltewah. Google Notions Family Hair Salon. Holly, great meeting you.
Thanks you so
for coming
much.
in.
Have a good day.
All right. So we're going to come back. We're going to talk to, Waterville Baptist Church. Their 75th wedding anniversary is coming up. And so we're going to talk about that coming up here in just a moment. But first, let's go to weather. Got a check of our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. And it's Mermaid Mattress big weekend beginning really today, tomorrow, Saturday at Mermaid, Georgetown Road on 25th Street. Also, Stewart Road, just down from First Baptist.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
For today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 86 and a low of 67 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy again, near record high temperatures tomorrow, a high of 87 and a low of 66. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 87. Your current Milligan Vein temperature is 68 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
This weather brought to you by George Gray, Allstate Insurance. Here's what George tells me. And I'm going to ask the pastor here in a minute, Pastor Rodney Bice at Waterville.
Mm-hmm.
Does George, he claims he goes to Waterville Baptist. Now, Christy goes. I don't know about George. Hey, somebody ask George Gray how many weeks he's missed of church. I'm going to ask the pastor in a second.
The attendance report here.
Well, we need a tithe report, really. But anyway, Waterville Baptist celebrating 75 years. And so Pastor Rodney Bice is going to join us next. But I thought I'd mention that about George Gray since hey, anybody at Waterville? Does George really go to church there?
This weather forecast is sponsored by George Gray Allstate Insurance. Give him a call at 423-479-5431. You're in good hands with Allstate and George Gray.
Car troubles bringing you down? Drive safe, drive smart. Call
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Bender Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Bender Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Bender Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, bender-realty.com.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we take pride in helping our neighbors protect the foundations of their homes. Now, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience serving Tennessee homeowners.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results. But with the same local team, our customers know and trust.
And we're ready to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
At summer camp, kids find their why. Friendship and fun, a world of adventure beneath a golden sun. When kids find new passions, they find their why. Summer camp season starts soon. Find your why for a better us.
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
Okay, so that's how
Dad, I know how to do this. You taught me when I was 7.
Oh, what am I doing, matsplaining to you again?
Yes, but you're passionate about making mattresses. I can relate.
Aw, hashtag proud dad moment.
All our Mermaid brand mattresses are born local, made right here in beautiful East Tennessee.
And right now you can save an additional 10% off any premium Mermaid mattress. And that's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep locally, handmade, hand-delivered.
Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland wants to welcome you to the Magnolia family, a local dental clinic that uses their God-given knowledge and skills to bless our community through dentistry, checkups and cleanings, fillings and crowns, dentures and partials, emergency dental care, and so much more. Conveniently located at 2190 Chambliss Avenue. Call them at 476-3307 to set up an appointment today for you and your loved ones, ages 12 and up. Free exam and x-ray through March 31st.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted and they found me that truck.
Birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us for tomorrow. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list.
By the way, tomorrow morning we will broadcast live for the first time at Lee University. We'll be there. Lee Day will kick off tomorrow, and it's actually days. It's so big this year. They're doing it tomorrow and Saturday. It's not too late to find out more about Lee Day. Get registered. Go to leeuniversity.edu to find out all the details. Well, we are so happy to meet, I guess, the newer pastor. Been there a while. Pastor Rodney Bice of Waterville Baptist Church, plus our longtime friend, Patrick Abercrombie, and Minister of Music, Brandon Edwards. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning. Doing great. Doing great.
Pastor, how long have you been at Waterville now?
I've been at Waterville for almost 16 months.
16 months.
Yes.
And, man, I'm hearing some great things about the church. Tell me what's happening.
Well, God is definitely doing some wonderful things. We are being blessed to see new people join the church, see some growth inside of our church. But very excited about what's coming down the pike here this Sunday and, in fact, the whole month of April.
Certainly so. And, Patrick, I know you've told me privately the church is really going well, and you guys are glad to be there.
It is, yeah. My family's been there for about 13 years, and a little bit of a decline, and now going back up, and God's just blessing there tremendously.
What as far as Waterville Baptist, when Patrick, when you tell people what's special about the church, what do you say?
It's a community. The spirit there is a spirit of unity, community, love. Everybody loves on everybody. It's a different feeling than other churches I've been to in the past.
Well, that's tremendous. And then Brandon Edwards, you're the minister of music. How are you, bud?
I'm good.
So tell us a little about yourself.
I grew up most of my life at Waterville. My dad actually served as the minister of music for about 7 years when I was young, and served in some other churches here. But I spent a majority of my life there. And after I got married, we went back there and been back there since 2008, but been the minister of music now for the last 3 years.
Very, very good. Well, Pastor, you've got a very big day coming up this Sunday.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So this Sunday, we are celebrating 75 years at Waterville Baptist Church. And so over the course of those 75 years, the church has relocated a few times. They've been at the current building for, about 13 years?
12, yeah.
Since 2012. 75 years of God's faithfulness, that's our theme. We look over the past 75 years, we see all the ups and downs, and particularly in the last few years, the church went through some challenging days, but God has allowed us to rebound, so to speak, and we are now just going to look back and celebrate all that God's done and look forward to what God will do in the days ahead. So it's a big day this coming Sunday.
It is a big day, and man, that's wonderful. Let's talk about your details, the service time, and that sort of thing.
So everything starts at 9 o'clock. We'll have from 9 to 10, we'll have coffee and fellowship time. A lot of people come back. We're having some former staff come back, former pastors come back. So give everybody a chance to catch up and say hi to everybody. Then we'll start at 10 o'clock in our service. We'll have a 10 to 12 service. Inside that service, we'll have, of course, a lot of singing, but we'll also do some recognition. One of their former pastor, Roger Hobbs, will be back. He was there for 22 years, and we're going to pay him double honor that day and recognize him. Also have a chance to make one of our deacons a deacon emeritus on that day. Just celebrate, again, God's faithfulness, and then we'll move into what we do well at our church, and that is eat.
Yeah.
So we will have, our hostess team is cooking a tremendous amount of chicken casserole, and it's going to be a wonderful place to be at after the service.
Yeah, that's just tremendous. We're joined by Pastor Rodney Bice of the Waterville Baptist Church, celebrating 75 years of Waterville. Wonderful, wonderful church, always has been this Sunday. And Patrick Abercrombie, I can't believe they let you stay this long. Really surprising. And they've got you out front, what?
Yeah.
What, are you scaring people away?
Yeah, well, I mean, somebody has to.
Well, that's a good point. He came in here insulting me.
Well, I mean, that's normal. That's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
The big thing is I'm out there because people look at me and say, man, if they let him here, they'll let him.
That's right. There's room at the cross for you.
He's the poster child of the church. We'll say that.
Well, okay. I thought we were getting better out there. I don't know. Hey, Pastor, I got to ask you about this. Now tell everybody where you're from.
Originally from Huntsville, Alabama.
Now, that's a great city.
Absolutely.
Huntsville is call it the Austin, Texas of the Southeast. All right. Is it true that you had to preach in a Tennessee shirt or something, UT shirt?
I did.
You're an Alabama fan. Okay.
I made the foolish mistake of telling them if we reached a certain amount of people, didn't give any kind of parameters, that I would preach in a Tennessee shirt. So on Easter Sunday last year, we reached that number. And so to be true to my word, I went and bought a Tennessee shirt. I preached in the Tennessee shirt and took it back the next day.
I thought you were going to say you burned it.
I took it back, got my money back.
All right. One quick thing here. Now, this Sunday's obviously huge. It's the 75th. Is that like gold or platinum? It might be platinum, I think, anniversary.
Diamond?
It's white diamond, I believe.
White diamond, yes. I don't know jewelry. Ask my wife. Anyway, her finger turned green. Anyway, so, no kidding. So this Sunday, 75th, but Pastor, there's more to come in April.
Yeah. Yes, so the following Sunday, on the 13th, we begin our revival services with Rick Corum.
Yep.
And Brandon will be leading us in worship. And I've known Rick for a few years. I know Rick knows Cleveland. He loves Cleveland. He loves Waterville Baptist Church. And so we're excited to have Rick back with us. And looking forward to packing the house out every night. So if you're in that area and you are free on those nights, we invite you to come.
What nights are they, Pastor?
So it'll be Sunday night through Wednesday night, 6 o'clock on Sunday night, 6:30 Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night.
Very good. And then Easter right around the corner.
Yes, we have Easter. So excited about that. We'll have in fact, on the Friday before Easter, Good Friday, from 3 to 5, we'll have our children's extravaganza, big Easter egg hunt, a lot of fun out there on our campus. Then we'll have a little short Good Friday service at 5:30. And then Easter service, everything starts at 9:30 with the Lord's Supper service in the sanctuary. And then a light breakfast following that. And then our typical worship service starts at 10:45.
Well, Pastor, a pleasure meeting you. I heard a lot about you. Now, you say, can you confirm George Gray attends the church? He tells me he does.
I can confirm that, George,
that
he does attend, and he's a friend of mine.
So. He likes you a lot. And as we say here, and of course he's an advertiser, but you're in good hands with Allstate, not necessarily George Gray. But anyway, guys, hey, congratulations. This Sunday, 75 years of Waterville Baptist. Yes. Patrick, what a big deal.
It is a big deal. It is a big deal. You know, you hear of churches starting, doing well, and then dropping off and then closing, and going away. And so a church that can be blessed with 75 years is noteworthy.
Yeah. Brandon, I know you guys got a great Facebook page. Is that how people get information?
Yeah, that'd probably be the best way. Have all the times and stuff for the Easter extravaganza, as well as this Sunday revival. That's probably the best place to get the information.
Waterville Baptist Church 75th anniversary celebration is this Sunday. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Right. Thank you so
Great
much.
meeting you, Pastor.
Appreciate it. Nice to meet you too.
We'll see you.
watching Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv, presented by Bradley Medical Center. We'll be right back.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
Competence, integrity, experience. Those are what Logan Thompson's all about.
We're basically a one-stop shop.
Each of us work in a special area of the law.
And it is true that experience counts.
We've been doing this for a long time. It's fun, and you're helping people.
We give back to the community.
A tradition of legal and community service.
We want to keep the ball moving and we want to treat you with respect.
At the end of the day, you're walking away with peace of mind.
Make them feel welcome, make them feel heard. And so our goal is to show them a path forward, giving them hope.
Are you looking for a little life-sized adventure? Then come ride with us at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum and experience train travel straight from the golden age of railroading. Track us down at tvrail.com or call 423-894-8028.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Here at Champies, we are your March Madness headquarters. So come out, watch the games on our big screen. We have 22 TVs to watch it otherwise. Enjoy some fried chicken and drinks. We hope that your favorite team wins.
From the fun and games department.
Spring has sprung, and that means the Mix 1041 Spring Home Refresh is back. Each week, we're cracking open the Mix 1041 prize vault, and we'll give away amazing prizes to help with your home refresh. We'll also be giving away a Spring Home Refresh grand prize pack worth thousands of dollars. The Spring Home Refresh is presented by Cleveland Insurance.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Coming up tomorrow morning, it's a 9-piece DeWalt set from Cleveland Plywood. So just a reminder, if you'd like to win that, you can qualify right now. Call or text 423-614-6499. It's all part of our Spring Home Refresh presented by Cleveland Insurance. We're joined now by our friends from Cleveland State Community College. We have Dr. Melodee Alexander and Alexis Hughes here as well. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Okay, so we are going to talk about end-of-life doula training today, and this is something I have never heard of. So whoever wants to start off here, explain to us a little bit what it's about.
Yeah, so most people are familiar, like you said earlier on the break, with a birth doula. We are the inverse of that. A birth doula helps you in, an end-of-life doula helps you out. So we do everything that a birth doula would do, minus the medical, for folks who are facing end of life. We're there to support the person who is passing, make sure that everything is done for them, and also to support the family in whatever may come.
So this is a training that's coming up, end-of-life doula training at Cleveland State Community College. So explain a little bit what one would learn going through this training.
So this is kind of a 6-week boot camp where you're going to learn about things like the emotional stages of dying, both for the person and the family, and how to kind of deal with that, take care of them, and guide them through that process, going through the stages of grief. We're also going to learn what complete end-of-life planning looks like. So we will think about what needs to go to a lawyer, what needs to go to estate planning, what needs to go to medical, legal, counseling, and things like that. We also talk about self-care for the doula and emotional enmeshment with the folks that we work with, and how to remember that they are other people's family and we are there to help. So it's a wide batch of skills to learn.
We're talking with Dr. Melodee Alexander and Alexis Hughes from Cleveland State Community College, end-of-life doula training coming up. So tell us a little bit about the course format and how that looks.
Sure. Yeah, it's going to be a 6-week virtual workforce training. There's a certificate involved at the end, but it will be completely virtual, except on the Wednesdays that we meet during the 6 weeks. That will be a virtual attendance for a lecture and efficiencies, approvals, and things like that. And it starts May 20th and goes to June the 24th.
Okay. And how do you get enrolled?
Well, you can email workforce@clevelandstatecc.edu, and we also have it on our Cleveland State Workforce Facebook page. And Alexis, I think you have it.
It's hosted on my website as well, withoutfeardoula.com.
Okay. And who is this for mainly? Who should enroll in this training?
Well, I say anybody because at some point, unfortunately, everyone is a member of the club you don't want to join, and you have someone that you love die. But especially anyone that works in end-of-life care, our people that work in hospice, assisted livings, anyone that works in the ER, trauma, NICU, anyone that deals with any sort of loss, grief, trauma at any point, especially as a regular part of their life, even our first responders, this would be amazing for you.
All right. So last thing here, remind us again of the dates and if there's any deadlines and how to get registered.
So registration deadline is going to be May 6th. And
starts May 20th and goes to June 24th. And I would just also throw in really quickly, pastors, this would be great for pastors, people who work at funeral homes. Remember, end of life can be at any age. And so anybody who wants to help people, this is a great program.
All right. Anything else you'd like to mention here before we go?
Yeah, this actually includes 2 certifications. Not only will you receive a workforce certificate from Cleveland State, the final exam is the NEDA proficiency exam, which is the National End-of-Life Doula Alliance. And so you will also be receiving their proficiency badge for this. This is one of 3 programs that are collegiately backed in the nation, us, Vermont, and Arizona. So kind of a big deal. And you get 2 certifications for it. So that's awesome.
All right, that's our friends from Cleveland State Community College, Alexis Hughes and Dr. Melodee Alexander. Thanks so much for coming in this morning.
We appreciate it.
All righty, keep it here. Mix 1041 WCLE. It is 9:15.
Here's some real magic. Refinance your existing auto loan for a better...